Morning guys, so we're in our hotel and there is an exclusive service here. You get to use this special lift, this one here. Look at Jessica looking very cool in her new swimming costume with her new hair. I swear she doesn't look like the child who came out here. But we bought our tickets and we're going up to a very cool pool.
Oh my god, it's coming down to the bottom floor.
We'll show you when we get there. So this is the pool.
It's the infinity pool.
It's an infinity pool and it's absolutely amazing. It wraps quite a way around the building.
Halfway.
It's up in the sun, so it goes quite a way that way as well. And over there is Vinpearl as well, that thing I told you about the other day. But we're very excited to get in. We've just put our tank cream on, so we're waiting like 5 minutes for it to soak in. But we've done Jess's hair as well. I always do my scalp because I get burned there. I might put a bit more on her scalp. But yeah. It's not, no listen, sunburn is not to be messed around with. I should have brought her hat up or a headscarf, that was my own fault. So I can always go back down if I need to. I'll keep an eye on it. Right, we're off to enjoy the infinity pool. Bye. Hey guys, so we had an amazing time at the pool area. It was fantastic. We're currently riding the private elevator. The private elevator. And there's no one else in here at the moment, so that's cool. Oh, it's that floor. Almost want to live on a lower floor. Oh, this isn't our floor. We get to go a bit more. Sorry. That's why you should look at numbers.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we've come out this evening. We are gonna, there's a bike coming, sorry. We have been at the infinity pool all day and we are heading now back to one of our favourite places, which is the mall, so that we can go and have a massage chair. And Jessica loves the ice cream at McDonald's, don't you?
It's covered in a hard layer of chocolate.
Yeah, so it's like their normal ice cream, but it's dipped in chocolate and it sets. So it's really quite cool, isn't it?
And apparently, I heard this somewhere on lots of YouTube videos that in America, all the ice cream machines at McDonald's are closed. And I'm like,
apparently, this doesn't seem to be a thing in the UK. They're always working, so it's
like,
fine.
you can get an ice cream sundae at 1 a.m. in the morning and no one would care.
We do love a McFlurry.
Yeah, except not at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, I've been through the drive-through with my friend Lucy after a night out. That was one of my favourite experiences in life. It was hilarious.
Yeah, and I just ended up sleeping at Nanny's.
You were at Nanny's. But anyway, so rather than eat at McDonald's...
I did a thumbs up.
You are.
But I wasn't in slot, so I couldn't do it properly.
I just looked like I had a thumb going in my ear. But rather than eat at McDonald's, because it's not good to eat there all the time.
Shot.
Sorry, I'm trying to walk.
That was a
But
shot.
rather than eat at McDonald's, which isn't great for us all the time, plus I want to eat more local and support local people rather than a big chain all the time, we bought some food from one of the street vendors here. So we got a corn on the cob each and we got a sweet potato. Up to you if you fancy any of the sweet potato. You gonna try some? What are you doing?
I'm buying ice cream.
Okay, anyway, so it came to a total of 50,000 dong, which is the equivalent of £1.45. So, yeah, this is why it's cheaper to eat like street food. I know, and I feel like there's less chance of us getting ill with this. So we don't tend to pick up seafood. Jessica and I don't eat meat, so we aren't eating... What?
You'll see when you edit it.
Oh, God, okay. So we haven't got so much risk from that. There are people here selling lobster for very little money, really, for what lobster is priced at.
I don't want food poisoning.
I really would love to try it. Like, I've had lobster once in my life at my cousin's wedding, and it was really quite nice. And I'd love for Jessica to try it, but I have to admit, part of me is a little bit nervous about getting food poisoning off of it. Oh well. But anyway, we're going to enjoy our corn on the cob and sweet potato for a bargain. Excuse me, I'm talking. For a bargain of £1.45. And whilst it's still warm.
Cars are rude.
Alright, see you there.
Bye.
Good morning, guys. So Jessica is still asleep But I just thought I would give you a little reality check, really, of travelling. Is that we're still here in Nha Trang. We've ended up staying for another couple of days because we're not well. We had a really nice adventure planned. We were going to go catch some cable cars across. Sorry, you can hear I'm full of gold. Across to somewhere called Vin Pearl, which is like it's a bit like an adventure park sort of island, and we did really want to go across to it, but to be honest, we're not feeling well enough, and we're going to leave here tomorrow night and go on an overnight bus and make our way up to Hoi An. We are beginning to run out of days for travelling for all the things we still want to do. But we've been quite cut down by this cold. It's been really quite horrible. Yesterday we didn't really, we left the room briefly just to go and get some food in the evening. Other than that, we luckily had enough during the day to be able to sort of get by. Sorry, I'm squinting quite a lot. It's really bright out there. By the time you see this, you'll be able to know where we were staying. I didn't want to show before because when we're sort of still staying here, it's not that you can see a view in the mirror. These are my glasses. I was going to do that to see where I was going, but no need to, it's fine. But look at the view we've got. Add my feet up. And that is Vin Pearl there. And there's cable cars around the corner. But I've got this stunning view. Spend a lot of time in the sea just opposite. The waves are sort of just high enough that you can have a lot of fun in, but not too high that they're a big problem or dangerous. And the seawater is almost like bath water. It's amazingly warm, but somehow just about still refreshing. But anyway, this is the reality of it. Sometimes your plans change because you're not well, and you know, you just kind of have to go with it. This is why I don't plan too far in advance, because when things like this hit, actually, you know, if we'd been sort of rushing around Hoi An trying to fit things in, I couldn't have done it yesterday. I was absolutely floored by this yesterday. I laid down all day pretty much, and if I stood up I just felt really dizzy and just couldn't really move. And Jess is sort of bordering this cold as well. I'm hoping she doesn't get it too much, or at all, if preferably. But my glands are up, my cold's been full, like my head's been pounding. Anything actually, you know, we asked to stay in this room for another couple more days, and I paid them to do that because I just think we needed the rest, really needed the rest. So sometimes you just got to adapt to what's going on, and alright, we've missed out on an adventure park, which I'm sure would have been absolutely amazing, but I think there's another version of it further up Vietnam, so we might manage that, maybe. But if not, we'll do other amazing things. And I'm really glad we did the bus tour whilst we felt able to earlier in the week, because I feel like we've seen the highlights of Nha Trang now, which is really, really good. And I don't know if we'll make it down to the sea today. It's our last full day here, but I'll see how Jessica's feeling. I could probably do an hour or so. I am feeling a bit better today, but not by much. So I'm up trying to get some daylight, but really, part of me just wants to go back to bed, and I've only been up an hour or so. Sorry. I hate having a cold. And this is what annoys me, like they say, oh, don't have time off for a cold. You're like, sometimes a cold is like the worst thing. So we are very fortunate that we can just take the days to rest. If we need to, you know, we can just relax. But I'm very glad that I booked the overnight bus already, because otherwise we would have had to have taken it, and I just can't imagine being on an overnight bus with little sleep. I mean, I'll be doing it tomorrow night. But, you know, when I was so full of cold. And I'm just really hoping Jessica doesn't... Sorry, it's like this because we've had sun cream on our head. We always put sun cream on our scalp line, try and prevent any skin cancer on our head. but it makes it look a bit greasy. But yeah, I just hope Jessica doesn't go down with it, poor love. So excuse me looking an absolute mess. But I just wanted to explain why we stayed in Nha Trang longer, but also, you know, this is the reality of travelling. It's not all sunshine, roses and us going, hi. Sometimes we are just really ill and just have to change our plans and sometimes lose out on plans because of it. But what can we do? A very lovely Russian lady sneezed right in my face, and about 3 days ago, and now I'm full of cold. So thank you, Russian person. You did me a great solid there. Oh well, that's life. Might not have been her, to be fair, about this Wales, but it is just typical. I think I need to sneeze again. Right, I'm gonna sign off. Bye.